Hey everybody, it's Joe Brandy. Definitely observing social distancing. As you see, nobody around. I'm part extrovert and introvert. This this whole experience is definitely difficult for me, even thinking as the introvert side. Um, I've been reticent to say anything or post anything due to sensitivities, not saying something right, saying something but not having all these parenthetical statements like what about this, what about that. But just one thing that stuck out to me today, a couple friends got on a FaceTime group, and you can have up to 20 or 30 people on a FaceTime group, and it immediately boosted our spirits and we didn't feel alone. God does not want us to be alone. I believe, my perspective is God is community in his essence. He's Father, Son, and Spirit, according to the Catholic and Christian traditions. And therefore, he's made us for relationship. And so having to be isolated, which is wise. We want to obey the laws of the land and love our neighbor. But having to be isolated is very difficult for the soul and that relational part of how we're made in God's image. So some of you guys are already probably doing this. This isn't rocket science, but I've felt and experienced an introspectiveness and an introversion and wanting to just hunker down and not even like wanting to talk and wanting to connect, but also not wanting to or being afraid, like, what can I say? I think I'm a leader, not, there's other leaders that are way bigger and bolder than me, but I kind of feel like I'm supposed to have some solutions or be able to say something. And what if I can't encourage somebody? What about my own issues I'm dealing with? So therefore, I just find myself wanting to go inward. But today, when we did that FaceTime video with just 5 friends, it brought us together, made me realize I don't have to have all the answers, and that just human connection is so important, so important. So for you all that, Lord willing, are observing the social distancing things so this pandemic doesn't spread where we're at in a catalytic rate, I just encourage you to reach out to your friends, take time to be a good listener, to have empathy, and then also to receive empathy, to have times of vulnerability. I think, like back in the day when 9/11 happened, and in this moment, I'm remembering these moments when I talk to people and reach out to people. I'm going to remember who I talked to in these moments, who was available for me, who I was available with, and we're going to look back on this someday, and it's going to tighten our relationships in our communities. Of course, definitely send prayers out for our whole world and our whole nation and friends. We will get through this. There's definitely, it's a long-term thing, I think, and I'm not gonna make any predictions. I'm not that type of person. But anyway, back to that human connection, very important. Don't isolate too much. Reach out, be present. Peace.